In this video, I will be presenting 6610 Huo Lian, 6611 Huo Ju, and 6612 Huo San. All 3 points are found on the medial aspect of the foot. 6610 Huo Lian translates to fire connection. It is located in the depression posterior and inferior to the head of the first metatarsal bone. The point is at spleen 3, and some sources state that is located 0.5 proximal to spleen 3. Needling technique used is a perpendicular insertion at 0.5 to 0.8 tune deep. Point 6611 Huo Ju translates to fire chrysanthemum. It is located in the depression distal and inferior to the head of the first metatarsal bone. The point is spleen 4, which is approximately 1 tune proximal to 6610. The technique is perpendicular insertion at 0.5 to 1 tune deep. Point 6612 Huo San translates to fire scatter. It is anterior and inferior to the medial malleolus and at the depression of the lower border of the tuberosity of the navicular bone. The point is also known as kidney 2, although some sources state that it's 0.5 tune proximal to kidney 2. And the technique is a perpendicular insertion at 0.5 to 0.8 tune deep. All 3 of these points are contraindicated for bilateral needling, and they're also contraindicated in pregnancy. As you may have noticed, all 3 of these points start with the word Huo, meaning fire. This indicates that these points are connected with the heart and are good at expelling heat and fire. The mechanism of actions of these points is the relationship between the heart and the kidney, or fire and water. Both are opposite elements, but each aids and controls each other. All 3 of the points are great for reinforcing heart and kidney disharmony. Other indications for 6610 Huo Lian is hypertension leading to dizziness, blurry vision, palpitations, fatigue, weakness of the limbs, and this point is good for treating frontal headaches and supraorbital pain. This point is used to restore the connection between the heart and the kidneys, especially if needled close to the bone. Because of the connection to the kidneys, this point can help treat brain tumors and meningitis. Point 6611 Huo Ju is located on the spleen channel, making this a great point to treat the limbs, including numbness of the hands and fingers and weakness of the limbs. Other indications include fatigue, blurry vision, floating vision, heart issues like palpitations, dizziness, heart failure, high blood pressure, frontal headaches, head distension, neck pain, and just like the other points with its close connection to the kidneys, it can treat things like brain tumor, meningitis, and post-stroke delirium. Again, to treat headaches, it is recommended that you do a deeper insertion. Point 6612 Huo San. This point is located directly on the kidney channel and specifically the yin spring point of the kidney, making this kidney 2. So this point is utilized for kidney deficiency and things like coxsackie diarrhea and low back pain. Feet can treat the opposite distal area, so things like headache, head distension, neck pain, dizziness, eye disorders like blurry vision, and campus pain can also be treated using Huo San. And like other points with the kidney connection, Huo San can treat brain issues including tumor, meningitis, and concussion. Again, for the best method to use is a close to the bone needling. I will now be demonstrating insertion of the 3 points, 6610 Huo Lian, 6611 Huo Ju, and 6612 Huo San. All 3 points are located on the medial aspect of the foot. 6610 Huo Lian is located in the depression proximal and inferior to the first metatarsal bone. As you run over the bone here at the head of the bone, you will come into a depression. It is also the location of spleen 3, and you want to insert just below the bone, inferior, in that depression. I am using a 1.5 tune needle and you want to insert to a depth of 0.5 to 0.8 tune. And in these points, the closer you get to the bone, then you're able to treat furthermore into the kidney, any kidney issues. Point 6611, Huo Ju, is located at the depression distal and inferior to the head of the first metatarsal bone, and it's approximately 1 tune away from 6610. You will notice a depression. And again, just like the other points, the closer to the bone that you insert, you will get more into that connection of the heart kidney. I am also using a 1.5 tune needle for this one and insert it to a depth of 0.5 to 1 tune deep. Point 6612 is located at the lower border of the tuberosity of the navicular bone, that is anterior and inferior to the medial malleolus. It is the location of kidney 2. And just like the other points, I am using a 1.5 tune needle, and you want to insert to a depth of 0.5 to 0.8 tune. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is 6610 Huo Lian, 6611 Huo Ju, and 6612 Huo San.